What is going on, guys? Smooth Racing here, back with a brand new video, and today we've got the 9th of our F1 2014 team previews, and today it is Toro Rosso. I've got 3 more of these. Sorry it is late. I know it's been practiced today, but I will be doing a double upload tomorrow to definitely get these team previews done, so you've got that to look forward to. But yeah, then let's get on with the team preview for Toro Rosso then. So they've had a fairly, troubled testing, especially in Jerez in the first Bahrain test, but they had some encouraging signs towards the end of the last Bahrain test. They do seem to have better reliability and a better package altogether than their sister team at the moment, but I'm sure, once we see the cars in action and the actual pace, Red Bull will be fast. But I think Toro Rosso have managed to get together quite a solid package, given that they only have the Renault power unit, which is very troubled and not the best engine or power unit, as I must call it now. Because I think that Toro Rosso is probably the second best Renault team for reliability. Caterham being the best, then Toro Rosso, I think, then Red Bull, then Lotus lagging behind, definitely. But I think Toro Rosso could be in for another sort of average year. I mean, the past sort of years they've been around 8th, 9th. I think the year they got 8th for Williams were really struggling, so it's kind of a bit of a... Well, obviously last year they got 8th, and that was just a bit lucky, to be honest, because Williams was struggling so much. But, the pace hasn't really improved over the years. They've always stayed as that sort of back team, just ahead of the likes of Marussia, Caterham and HRT, never really pushing for the likes of Sauber or Force India. But when they do have good races, they seem to have some very good races. We saw in 2008 where Vettel won, and also on a bit smaller scale, we saw last year with Daniel Ricciardo. Got some brilliant results and also very good qualifying. Toro Rosso does seem to be quite good in qualifying, although that's not one of Verne's strong points. Although we did quite improve it in 2013, he still definitely was outmatched by Ricciardo. I think this year he will be outmatched by Kvyat as well. I think Daniel Kvyat is definitely a very good driver, definitely a future talent, a future race winner in Formula 1, I'm almost sure. And I think he could be moving to the Red Bull team in future years. But a big big year and career ahead of both drivers. I think it's definitely Verne's last year in the Toro Rosso, because if he does well, then he'll move out of the Toro Rosso and into a better team like Red Bull, or even a surprise team like a team you wouldn't really expect, like Sauber or something. You don't really associate Verne with the likes of them, but he could go down the route of Ferrari or even through Red Bull most likely. If he does bad, then he'll be out of Formula 1 for definite. If Kvyat beats him, then I think that's definitely the F1 stint over for Verne. I think he's slightly gone under the radar in past years, and he really needs to pick himself up, get above that radar, get on the radars of teams around him, because I don't think Toro Rosso are going to retain him for a 4th year. It's definitely not one of their characteristics of the team. And I think with the likes of Carlos Sainz and Da Costa knocking on the door of that seat, Toro Rosso won't be holding on to Verne if he doesn't perform. I think it'll be an interesting season ahead for both of them. Kvyat learning the ropes, and hopefully he'll be hoping to beat Verne. I think for Toro Rosso, a realistic aim really is just 9th, just stay ahead of Caterham Motion, just to sort of build up a bit more stability, get a bit more reliability. And maybe this year being as crazy as it is, you never know if they could spring a bit of surprise and beat a team like Sauber. But no, I think my prediction definitely for Toro Rosso is 9th in the constructors. Not and that's definitely their target as well. I think for Verne and Kvyat, they'll be hoping for some good races. Verne's best result so far in F1, I believe, is 6th last year in Canada, so hopefully they can build on that, and maybe one of them even gets a very, very, very surprise podium. But yeah, I think it'll be an interesting season ahead for both of them. But I've been saying interesting probably about 10 times during this video, so sorry for that. But yeah, good season ahead for Toro Rosso. Nothing great, but nothing really too bad either. I think just sort of an average season for them, as they look to just sort of beat and stay ahead of Caterham and Marussia. But yeah, I've been Smooth Racing then. You can leave your thoughts and opinions on Kvyat, Verne and the Toro Rosso team in general down in the comments down below. But I've been Smooth Racing then, and I'll see you next time for more F1 and motorsport content. Goodbye.